Why are we here? Why are we born? And why are we in this existence? Could it be is that we are here to have a fully human experience? Hi, I'm Mercy Mentor, and welcome to 2026. Oh my goodness. What are we to expect and what are we wanting to experience this year? When we think about our spiritual life, I think for a very long time we have been told to somehow glorify our spirit and to suppress our soul and to, completely ignore our body, that somehow our body is not good. But when we look into the face of God and when we seek his heart, really why we are here is to experience human existence. Now, that might not sound very spiritual to you, but that is as I'm, just getting closer and closer to the Father in my, 50 years of walking with him. I went through so many changes trying to seek God, trying to find God, trying to know, what is the meaning of life. And it was always there in front of me, but I wasn't able to see it because religion, any form of religion, any kind of religious system told me that it was all to be spiritual. In a lot of ways, it pushed me in towards escapism, to flee this kind of mundane, normal existence and somehow try to be better and higher into exemplifying a divine type of life, however and whatever that means. And I feel like the more I tried, the harder and harder it actually backfired. And when I really came to understand that I am in total union with the Father and Jesus showed me the way, I recognize that in our spiritual life, the epitome of that is to be fully human, to be fully human. And that we're only human for, a very short amount of time. And, say we live the max to 100 years old, 120 years old. After that, we are still in existence in a different form in the afterlife. But in this life here, which is very physical and on planet Earth, it's real. And we are to experience the totality of it by being fully human. Okay? And so for 2026, I want to have this conversation of what does it really mean to be spiritual? What does it mean to be fully human? And am I talking about, experiencing the world and the fullness of John 10:10, where it says, the thief has come to kill, steal, and destroy, but I have come to give you life, That word life there is talking about Zoe life, and that Zoe life is spiritual life. And I always interpret that as like, oh, something like not of this world, not of this earth, right? And in a way it is because it's a mindset and it's your heart stature and your position. But the way it manifests, the closer you get to the human heart and to who we really are, the closer we are to what God has designed us to be, and that is to be fully human. And not to escape this body, escape our problems, escape our weaknesses, and try to become something greater or divine in a sense. That is not spiritual growth or maturity. If anything, it's actually relating and connecting with the human spirit and the human experience that makes us shine the light and glorify the Father in this form. And so in 2026, why are we here? What is our purpose? It's to be totally, fully human, be fully alive in the present now, and just soak and experience that in all of its, the highs and the lows. That's what we are supposed to be doing and to be experiencing. And in that, we see the Father, we hear the Father, we know the Father. because he's never, never far away. He is with us in spirit, and we're doing life with him, not severed or separated from him, but with him in complete union.